Hey, what's going on YouTube? Derek T, your host. You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs. Hey, listen, take a look around me. I mean, it is a straight winter wonderland out here in Pittsburgh. Started last night and into today. I'm actually at work right now. But the funny thing is, I'm at work, but ain't no kids here. Want to know why? Because every other district in the city has called off school today except us. We're the only ones here. And so I thought I would take some time, create some content, being that I really don't have anything left to do productively, but I got to spend the school day here in the building. But I brought my materials with me, so I'm going to create this video. Hey, listen, I found some stuff that I did from some nicer days, because you take a look around here, there's no riding to be done, obviously. Had to drive in the car today, but nonetheless, I did manage to find some material that I never posted, and so I'm gonna take you to some better days before the winter wonderland struck here, and I hope you enjoy it. And hey, let's get with it. What's happening, YouTube? You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs. I'm Derek T, your host. It is Saturday, September 30th. The month of September has flown by already. Last day of September, October 1st is tomorrow. Going into a very busy October, and I'm just not sure how much vlogging I'm going to get to do in the month of October, so I'm getting out today. The other thing is, just don't know how many more of these kind of days you're going to get when it starts getting into October. I think the high is going to be like 72 today. When I left the house about 20 minutes ago, it was 67 degrees. And as you can see there, nice blue skies. It's a really nice day out. But this is the kind of weather we've been getting too, like high of 70s. But then lows going into like the low 50s at night. And so just in case my travels take me a little bit farther or keep me a little bit longer than I want to go, and it starts cooling off, with the lows being in the 50s, that means a riding temperature in the 40s. And that means for the first time this year, since probably maybe April, May, I'm traveling with my hot wired heated jacket liner in the trunk on a just in case. I brought some full finger gloves too, just in case it gets a little cooler a little bit later. And cooler, I mean by like in the 50s, because like I said, if it's in the 50s, then the riding temperature is probably 10 to 12 degrees less than that. And I don't really like being chilly all like that. So, prepared for that. Speaking of riding gear, I'm on the market for a new riding jacket. Did I tell you all what happened to the other one? On the road trip to Columbus, Ohio. This video right here. My jacket flew off the back of my bike. I thought it was tied down to the bag I was carrying, and somehow it just came undone and flew away. And it was in the middle of the highway. There was an 18-wheeler behind me. Needless to say, that jacket is in jacket heaven. Okay, taking this exit here. So that was my HWK padded jacket that I got off of Amazon, and I've given glowing reviews of that jacket before, so I'll be going back to the Amazon man to get another HWK. That's for sure. They're only about 60 bucks. Very inexpensive, but very well padded, and offer a lot of protection from the elements as well. And everything. I've worn that jacket on rainy days, and while it's not waterproof, it's very water resistant, and I just never had any problems with that. Going on to Route 22 West here. So, all about today's mission. There is no mission. I literally just decided to point and click and put a little ride together for myself. And so here it is right here, the route that I'm on. And that is just a quick run into Steubenville, Ohio. And then we're going to cut across to Ogle Bay Park in West Virginia. And then from Ogle Bay Park to Washington, PA, and then from Washington home. Why? I don't know. Just cause I felt like it. Didn't have anything else to do. October is going to be an extremely busy month, and I'm not sure how much vlogging I'll get the opportunity to do in October. So I said, well, I'm going to take advantage of this one and get out and go. I am flying solo today. It seems like my last few videos have been group rides, which is not a problem, but it is nice to get out on my own today too. That is, I moved 100% at my pace. I left exactly when I wanted to leave. I'm on the road and I'm keeping my own pace, and I'm looking out for myself. Solo black. Does that make me selfish? I don't know, but I'm out here by myself today. I'm roughly about 17 miles from Steubenville, Ohio. That'll be the first stop in, and I'll have to stop and get some fuel when I get there. And then we'll keep it rocking and rolling from there. I wanted to talk a little bit. I've been seeing a lot of I don't want to say complaint videos, but I guess that's, for lack of better term, the route that I'm going with this conversation. I know a lot of people have moved from the GoPro to using the Insta360 and various other action cameras, but there seems to be a mass exodus from the GoPro brand. And I can't say that I'm 100% mad at anybody, you know, nor can I spend your money for you. But I thought it was interesting because a lot of people are voicing kind of some of the same issues with GoPro about the cameras overheating and automatically shutting off. And, you know, a lot of people have been having those complaints, and it's kind of been a universal knock against GoPro. But if I'm weighing in on that topic for myself, I gotta say, I've had, when I first started vlogging back in 2020, I've had a GoPro Hero 7, the 7 Black that is. I've had the GoPro Hero 8 Black, which is right here. I also have the GoPro Max 360. And I have a GoPro Hero 7 Silver. Now, the only complaint that I've ever really, the only GoPro product I've really kind of made my displeasure known with is the GoPro Hero 7 Silver. It just doesn't do what I need for it to do when I'm doing this. Now, it works well for me when I get off of the bike and I need to put a camera on a tripod.
or on a selfie stick and walk around with and do some vlogging with. It works well for that purpose. Very, very limited action. Every now and again, I might even put it on the trailer when I'm pulling the trailer and pull, you know, and catch the trailer view that way. But the truth is, as far as a GoPro product is concerned, I've never had a major issue with my GoPros. I'll tell you the one thing that did happen when I had my GoPro 7 Hero 7 Black. That was a self-inflicted wound. I dropped it one day, and it hit the concrete floor in the garage, and it cracked the screen, the LCD screen, and then it also did some damage inside of the camera because I tried to record videos after that, and the audio in it was just all the way trash, and it was, you know, because something was broken on the inside of the camera. But let me tell you what I did. I called GoPro, and they had me send them the camera to repair it, and they told me they couldn't repair it, but they sent me a Hero 8 Black instead. That's this one. And the rest has kind of been history. I've logged and vlogged thousands of miles worth of videos with my Hero 8 Black with no problems at all. And the only thing that I will say that I've had, you know, I take an issue with all the GoPro products, and that is the amount of battery that you get. Those GoPro batteries are just notoriously not very good. But my solution to that, having the external battery packs, I have one here for the Max 360, and I have another one on my helmet. That lets me record hours and hours and hours of footage without even as much as a second thought of having to replace a battery anytime soon. As a matter of fact, I'm more inclined to run, I'm running a 128 gig memory card on both cameras, have 128 gigs memory cards, and I'm quicker to run out of memory card than I am to run out of battery juice. I've ridden from here to the Norfolk, Virginia area, about a 6-hour ride. Still had battery juice when I got there on both cameras. They didn't die at all, so I had to ride much longer to really burn through all of my batteries using the external route. So, you know, one simple problem, one simple issue came with a really quick fix. And like I said, I haven't had a problem with that. Now, the Hero 7 Silver doesn't allow me to charge the camera while I'm recording. That's, you know, and because of that, I can't really use it the way that I would like to use it. That's one of the knocks I have against that. But as far as the camera overheating or just randomly shutting off or anything like that, not once. Never have I had an issue with it. And I'm not defending GoPro as a brand. You know, people have their own experiences. I'm just saying what my experiences have been. And that being said, until GoPro absolutely positively gives me a reason to go away from the brand, I'll be rocking out with the GoPros, and the GoPros that I have, I think they're up to like the Hero 11 or Hero 12 or something like that. I think I lost count, but I have no need for a new one because the ones that I have served me well and are continuing to serve me well. And so until I absolutely have to get a new camera, I'm sticking with the GoPro. Now, if I get to a certain point in time where, you know, I could be convinced to try something new, yeah, I might give the Insta360 a whirl. I really liked, and I'm going to have to get with Craig on this, Craig Hainsworth. He had a handheld, I think it was a DJI, if I'm not mistaken, DJI, and I really liked the camera that he had. I forget which one it was offhand. Here's the West Virginia state line, by the way. Wild and wonderful. Anyway, he did have a camera that I really liked. It was nice, it was compact, it was really, you know, handheld. I just can't remember what the model was, but when I get ready to purchase another camera, it might be that one, and it's not necessarily a GoPro, but I'll be buying that because I saw it and I liked it, not necessarily because I have this insatiable desire to go away from the brand because the brand is so bad. I don't have that story. Not saying that it hasn't happened to other people, not saying that other people don't have the right to be frustrated, you know, with a product that they spent their money on that they haven't had a good experience with. By all means, you know, do what you got to do. But, you know, if I'm stating what my experience with the product has been and my experience with the brand, I've had absolutely no problems with GoPro at all. Not even their customer service. As a matter of fact, like I said, the one time where I needed their customer service to come through for me, they came through with flying colors. The only thing that I really lost out on when that incident with the Hero 7 and the replacement Hero 8 that they gave me, the only thing I really lost out on was some time of about a week or so worth of my time just in sending the old camera back and waiting for the new one to arrive. And that I can live with. But it didn't cost me any extra money. Speaking of camera products and brands that people are kind of complaining about, this one wasn't necessarily a video, but more of a Facebook group that I'm in. And this is for people who own the EXO, any brand of, or any model of EXO, EXO drones. The one that I fly is the EXO Ranger 7, right here. And I've had it for just about, as a matter of fact, maybe a little over a year by now. And I've had no problems with it at all, zero problems at all. But if I go, I'm in a Facebook group for EXO drone owners, and it seems like every single post is somebody whining about the EXO product, the drone, and I mean all kinds of silly stuff like, you know, well, it's not an American-made product. Well, neither is the Honda Goldwing, but you know, it is what it is. Well, actually, I take that back because this generation Goldwing actually is an American-made product. It was assembled in Marysville, Ohio. So it may be just as, if not a little bit more American than the Harley Davidson. However, you know, I can't really get into, I don't really want to fight the fight of, you know, oh, it's an American product, it's not an American product. Is it a serviceable product? Does the product work for me? And that's really all I care about from that standpoint. I'm not quite sure because I guess I haven't had enough interaction with the drone community to really compare my drone, the EXO Ranger 7, with, let's say, brands like DJI, which I understand makes a very, very nice one. As a matter of fact, I know they do because I ended up with the EXO for that reason. Well, I'm glad I'm out here by myself, and I'm glad that I'm dually out here by myself with no cars around me. And make a sudden lane change, not paying attention to my GPS. But the reason why I have the EXO is because it fit my budget just a little bit better than the DJI product did. And that's not even to say that I went cheap on the drone, because the one that I bought cost $379. So I didn't exactly go cheap on it. I just went cheaper than DJI. They wanted like $5 something for the one that I was looking at. So I wasn't quite ready to do that. But either way, I haven't had a problem with that product at all. I mean, it does exactly what I need for it to do. 2 times I've crashed the drone. The first time I was learning how to use it. You know, it was literally like the second time I had ever flown a drone. And there's a video about that on the channel. I actually landed it on top of a moving car. That was fun. No damage to the car or the drone, so I lucked out there. And then the second time was more recent, and again, self-inflicted wound. I probably shouldn't have been flying it that day because it was probably a little bit more windy than it needed to be. Yeah, it was probably a little bit more windy than it needed to be, and I had it up and the wind took it over. I couldn't really control it, and it ended up crashing into the side of a building and getting stuck on the terrace of that building, which was a business like a local newspaper or something like that. I ended up being able to call the people. It happened on a Saturday. They were closed all weekend. I happened to be able to call them on that Monday, and they were able to go on the terrace and get it back for me. So I had to go a day or two without it, but at least nobody knew it was there until I called it to somebody's attention. I was the running gag that day too. When I went in, they say, "Oh, you're the drone guy. Hey, the drone guy's here." The one who crashed. Yeah, that was me. That was me. But no harm, no foul. It's back in my possession. And like I said, it's doing what I need for it to do. So again, my point is, my issue with the product was more self-inflicted than it was anything else. And again, it just as a product and as a brand, again, I don't like this. As a product and a brand, I have absolutely no issues with EXO at all, and would recommend, if anybody's on the drone market looking for not a cheap drone but a good one, and don't want to get too crazy with their prices, I would check them out on Amazon. All right, y'all, I made it into Ogle Bay Park, and this was literally the first thing I saw was Route 88 Burgers and Brews, and looks like a driving range, but this works for me because I'm terribly hungry right now, and a burger would be like right up my alley. So here's the spot over here, and I'm gonna go inside and grab myself a bite to eat. There's the spot behind me. I'm gonna go in here and grab a bite to eat real quick. I'm coming at you from Ogle Bay Park in West Virginia, and I'll get back with you when I get inside.